We're in Budapest, Hungary right now at Buda Castle, also considered one of the most beautiful cities in all of Europe, but I must say it pales in comparison to Prague. To give you a little background about it, Budapest was first settled by the Celts back in the BC era actually, a colony known as Ak Ink, which meant abundant water. But it was under the Roman rule that the city really began to grow as a military base initially, and then as a city with palaces, bathhouses, and theaters. After the collapse of the Roman Empire, the Germanic tribes continually attacked this region, primarily Attila and the Huns in the 5th century. Now actually many people believe that the term Hungary is derived from the Huns, but we'll come to that in a second. So after the collapse of Rome and weak Germanic rule, the modern-day Hungarians, people known as Magyars, began to settle the region in the 9th century. And it was actually under unified leadership of one of their own, Arpid, that the Magyars and Hungarians began to dominate this region. And it was actually Arpid's great-grandson that was crowned the king of Hungary by the Romans. So now that we have a little bit of the background, let's focus on the etymology once again. So it seems to make sense that the term Hungarian is derived from the Huns, as the Huns established an empire from modern-day Hungary, and names like Attila and other Hun names are still very popular. And people believe that the Magyars were actually descended from the Huns and other conquering tribes. But recently scholars believe that's incorrect, that the Huns and the term Hungary was actually derived from an alliance that the Magyars had with a neighboring Bulgar-Turkic tribe known as Onagars, which meant 10 tribes or 10 arrows. Now this seems to make sense based on traditional historic information too, because Hungary was initially settled by 10 tribes, 7 Magyar tribes and 3 tribes that were absorbed into it. Which is why all the historic documents you look at list the Hungarians as Ugors in Slavic or Ungri in Latin. And it was only in the Middle Ages where there's a term like Hungaris and Hungria. Actually, the terms Ungaris and Hungria changed to Hungaris and Hungria. And that's why we know Hungary as it is today, with an H.